Just a couple of weeks ago, the Orlando Magic were sitting in the 2 spot in the Eastern Conference. Know how things have changed. So now when you look at the West, you see the Minnesota Timberwolves, young upstart team, sitting in that 3 spot, nowhere near where we thought they'd be. I had them at 6, 7 or so. So, is this fake news? Will they stick around to battle it out in the top 4 of the Western Conference? Marlon, that dude, McFly Palmer?
I think they still might slide down to about 6.
Yeah,
I think,
that's more fair.
It's just, they're doing really, really well right now, and nobody's really talking about it, which I find really weird. I don't know what it is, because they have a big 3.
Oh!
Yep. They have a big 3.
Wait.
And they have Jeff Teague.
I'm never sending you the script again, by the way, just so you know. Kashif, fake news or real news?
Real news, man. Real news. Big 3. I agree with.
Oh my gosh!
I
agree with the Oxtail guys.
I'm going to go ahead and ask a follow-up question because it seems like you guys are really eger to answer it. Hold on.
All right, man.
Hold on.
So I'm sit back, man.
Yeah.
Sit back, man.
Okay. All right.
Hit you with your own hand. Heisman.
Is their big 3, Faisal, a real big 3? Is their big 3 big enough?
Yeah, they're big enough, but I don't think the
Really?
pieces around them are big enough. That's the thing. I think defensively, offensively, you're getting a lot from those 3 guys, but you're also getting a lot of minutes from those
Okay,
3 guys
so
too. And I didn't get to answer the first question. I don't think they're as real as people think because their fourth quarter is bad.
Yes.
They're like one of the worst
The
fourth
last
quarter
3
teams in the
years.
league. And part of that is we know Tibbs runs his guys into the ground. So they play 3 quarters hard. They're tired, man.
Well,
And
they're
so
8 guys deep. You think about it, their bench is basically
they are,
Shabazz
but-
Muhammad,
Yep.
They
They're
got better
okay.
bench than Oklahoma.
They're okay, but I don't think it's a sustainable thing because he relies so heavily on his top guys that come playoff time, I don't know how much is left in the tank, and I think they drop a little bit to 5, 6, 7 as well. They're not too far out from there right now. It's 1 game, right?
They're young, man.
So
They're
they have
young.
a good,
They
they have a
can
good
do
big 3. They have
They
a
got
good big
young
3.
legs, man.
I want to see the
Those
rest of it come
They
together
got the
as well.
youngest
That's it.
big 3,
That's
I
it.
could say, probably. Other than, like,
Sick.
what's
Philly?
happening in Boston, maybe, and Philly.
Yeah, well,
That-
Philly,
other than
wow.
those
Oh,
2
man.
teams, they've got probably the youngest big 3. So it's like they
Future's
still
bright.
got a lot to do. You know what I mean? And he's running them into the ground, but like we said, they're young. They should be able
Young
to.
legs, man.
You hit the
to
nail
have
on the
their
head with the
conditioning
youth.
up.
I was going to say the one big point of comparison for them. Jimmy Butler's a little bit older, but that's a young big 3,
yeah.
even depending on times of Wiggins. Speaking of Wiggins, not a part of the team that's playing the biggest Canadian basketball game that's ever happened on Canadian soil in 20 years. So tonight, in Halifax, Nova Scotia,
Hey, shout out East
qualification begins. A brand new qualification process, never done before. FIBA's completely flipped the script on how you qualify for the Olympics. A longer qualification process, and part of that period will be played during NBA season, which means countries cannot use their NBA players. So it's a very different roster that Canada has had to use both this summer in Argentina and right now back at home. So do you think the fact that NBA players are pulled out of this pool and NCAA players, does that help or hurt Canada? Knowing that some of these countries have, top tier NBA players, Faisal.
I actually think this isn't bad for Canada because a lot of guys on this roster are guys that have spent a minute or 2 in the league at some capacity, and so they may not be consistent NBA guys. Like, we know Bennett's there, Joel Anthony's there. They have that experience, right? In a lot of these other countries, the Bahamas, the Dominican, they don't have a lot of those pro kind of guys, So I don't think this is as bad for Canada as on the surface it may seem by just taking out the NBA player style.
McFly, here's my question for you. Like, you have the option of playing against LeBron James and a litany of NBA stars, or you can take some younger Canadian players and play against guys at that
I'll take
similar
the
level.
younger.
Completely.
I'll take the younger every time.
So this is for you. This new format is a positive and will help Canada move forward potentially.
Yeah, definitely. And it also exposed some of these young budding stars that might
The
be
Brady
playing
has slipped,
overseas,
yeah.
like Brady, and a lot of these guys. Anthony Bennett, he's swole up now. Like
Yeah, man.
I
He got
haven't
big, he
seen him
got
in this
big.
good shape. So it's giving these guys the opportunity which they need, and I think they'll do fine, man. I don't think it'll be that big because everybody's on the same playing field.
Yes,
I think
exactly.
it'll
That's
be.
part
It's
of
more of
the
a level
equalizer.
playing field.
Yeah.
If
Now,
it was only Canada that wasn't allowed to put NBA players, then I'd be worried.
Yeah.
I'd be worried.
Now, Kasha, speaking of this level playing field, there's a couple guys out there we're familiar with. Xavier Rathan-Mays spent the summer with the Knicks. Actually, balled out against the 905 when he was down here with the Westchester Knicks. Brady, former 905er.
OVO bouncer.
Who's your guy? Anthony Bennett's also out there. Who's a player that could most impact Canada's chances right now?
Honestly, I'm
Yeah.
going to go with Anthony Bennett, man. The
Yeah?
number 1 pick. You know why, man? This guy's going to redeem himself. He had a great Pan Am Games in
Redemption
2015.
song. Yes, he did.
And he's going to step up this year. You know what I mean? Exactly what Lou McFly said, man. This guy's all jacked now. This guy's
Won a
ready.
championship.
Exactly, and he's ready to prove himself, man. You know
Faisal?
what? I think going
I like
Anthony
Brady
Bennett's
Heslip,
back.
man. I think in this international game, that sharpshooter is really, really effective. We know my dude can shoot.
Okay, all right. Well, still more to come here in Canada's home for Talking Hoops. When we come back, we got to talk about the worst team in LA finally The balance of power has shifted where it belongs. The Clippers suck again. The Lakers are the news. Clippers suck. Clippers suck. The Clippers suck. There's only one team in LA, and the Clippers suck. Let's go, Lakers! Hang out!